Hi, this is Rich Harrington for Adorama TV, and today we're taking a look at a couple of new products from the folks at SanDisk. Now, I'm always excited with new storage because I have a couple of very storage-intensive hobbies: DSLR video and time-lapse photography. Both just chew through memory cards, and one of the things I hate the most is having a card get filled up in the middle of a shot. If I'm out there shooting time-lapse and the card gets full, it means I have to end the shot. Because as soon as I touch the camera, the shot is destroyed because I've bumped it and I'm going to lose what I had. So having a higher capacity card really going to come in handy. And that's where some of these new offerings are really nice. So SanDisk has higher capacity SD cards, all the way up to 64 gigs now, and this is using the new SDXC format. Now, one of the primary advantages of the SDXC format is we're actually getting up to speeds that are like compact flash cards. These are class 10 for digital video, great for recording HD video, and have a 90 megabyte a second transfer speed for things like digital photography. Great for shooting time-lapse or burst mode, action, and sports. Now, let's start here with a non-SDXC card, and I've just popped in a regular SanDisk card here. Perfectly valid, good card, and I'll put that in, and I've got the camera in manual mode, and what I'm just going to do is fire away. Now, just listen how long it takes until we run out of buffer. It's going along good. This is a D800. It's got a really large buffer, but we've kind of hit it. You hear that? It's slowed down. It's trying to keep up. It's good, but it's not great. And if you're really shooting action sports, you want that, you want to take advantage. You know, this is a jet engine, so you have to give it jet fuel. So let's put in this faster card here. This is the SDXC card. Camera's on. Keeps going and going. Now, even though it started to hit that buffer, you hear it slow down a little bit. That's still a really good frame rate. And doesn't really show any signs of slowing up. I think you get the idea that this is working. The only reason that we're going to stop is because I'm getting annoyed at the clicking. And I think the point is made that if you want the highest speed recording, you want to shoot burst mode, time-lapse, really good action, you need an SDXC card. Really good performance. Now, there is a huge gotcha that I want you to realize. If you put one of these SDXC cards into a device that's not rated for it, and it's specific, it's the newer firmware in these cameras that add support for it, you're going to get a message on the camera saying card error. And you would logically go, well, let me reformat that card. When you do that, here's what happens. You blow away the special software that's needed for this card to work, and it basically becomes dead. So don't reformat these cards. If you get a card error message, make sure you're using a device that has the right drivers, and make sure your computer's up to date as well. This is newer tech, and you need to make sure that you're using the right technology in order to access it. Now, it's not just the full-size SD cards. We actually have it available for smaller ones here. So you see in this particular camera that I have the micro format card, really tiny. I'm afraid to take it out because I'm going to drop it. And you might like having this in something like the camera you give to a family member. For a lot of folks shooting JPEG, 64 gigs could be like one memory card for the year. Now, what I like about this card format is that this size is what I need for things like my micro cameras like Contour. So I use a Contour camera for underwater shooting. In fact, I'm going to be going on vacation next week and shooting underwater with it. And I love having the ability to take it snorkeling or scuba diving. And when you're out there and you're underwater, you don't have the option to say, oh, let's just go up to the surface and swap out memory cards. It's in a rig, it's sealed up, it's waterproof. You want a card that you could shoot on all day and not have to swap out. And the good news is with this higher performance, it's definitely rated for digital video recording, including full HD, which is awesome. So two great new cards, same sort of thing, just different size factor, and this is starting to bring the performance of what you had in compact flash into other camera types that need it with the SD and micro SD formats. So really cool stuff. There is one more product I wanted to mention. So what we have here is a memory vault. And if you look at it, you might be wondering, what is that thing? It's metal, has a USB port on it, very solid. And here's the deal. This is designed to be a long-term storage unit. In fact, it's rated for storage up to 100 years. Now, before you post a comment on YouTube, no, I didn't have any way to test if it actually lasts for 100 years. Here's what they did do. They took this device and they rapidly heated it and accelerated it and aged it and ran through a bunch of battery tests where they essentially beat the heck out of it and did a lot of changing in temperature to simulate the expansion of a drive. Plus, this really isn't designed to be run off of like a drive, rather you transfer to it. So you might be wondering, why would I use that over, say, something like this? Well, many people use these cheaper USB thumb drives, and that's fine, but you notice here like wear and tear, like this USB connection's already wearing out. And these can be easily broken. This is solid, metal, designed to be rugged. And that's the main idea here. This is about $50 for 16 gigabytes, and there's other capacities available. You take the pictures that matter most, or the documents that matter most, and you copy it to this, and then you put it in like a safety deposit box so it's safe, or off-site storage. This is just meant to be secure. Unlike a hard drive, which you put on a shelf, if you don't power that type of device up, after a couple of years, it starts to dry out, demagnetize, you can easily have data loss. This is designed to sit on a shelf or in a bank vault, and then you pull it out and your data's there. So, do we have any answers on long-term storage? No, but we are seeing things like CDs and DVDs already starting to decay, starting to flake after several years of use, and so this is a great way to combat that. Thanks again for joining us. My name is Rich Harrington, and I invite you to head on over to the Adorama Learning Center. When you're there, there's a ton of articles all about these sorts of things. You can check out these cards or others that'll fit your budget and help you reliably capture your material.
Adorama TV is brought to you by Adorama, your best source for the equipment and knowledge you need. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. Place your order by 7 p.m. and it ships the same day. Plus, the next time you're in New York City, be sure to visit our store, located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. Check out the Adorama Rental Company for professional cameras, lighting, computers, and more. We'll help you make the best selection to match your needs while giving you the knowledge to achieve the best outcome from your rental. Adorama is your complete solution for equipment, printing, training, and more. Adorama, more than a camera store.